I'm doing an update on Hurricane Maria, and this just came out today on CNN. Hurricane Maria cripples Dominica as it churns towards Puerto Rico. I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
Our first order of business will be search and rescue to ensure that we can account for every single citizen and resident who was on island during this really devastating hurricane.
All right. Boy, what a shame. What a shame.
When you think of the word hurricane, you think of wind. It's how we categorize a hurricane. Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3. Look at this terrible cat.
Okay. So as you can see, Dominica pretty much got hit pretty hard by the hurricane. And it says Hurricane Maria has pounded Dominica with widespread devastation as it barrels towards St. Croix and threatens catastrophic damage to Puerto Rico. Hurling winds at 160 miles an hour, Maria shredded the Dominica Prime Minister's house overnight, Monday into Tuesday, and left much of the island's 73,000 population in ruins. Initial reports of widespread devastation. Dominica Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett said on Facebook, and as you can see, it hit Dominica at a 5, dropped down to a 4, and now it's a 3, but it is expected to regain strength as it goes into Puerto Rico. So right now they're anticipating this to hit Puerto Rico either at a category 4 or 5. And it should be reaching Puerto Rico in the early morning hours. That's when it's expected to reach Puerto Rico. So as far as we have lost all what money can buy and replace, my greatest fear for the morning is news of serious physical injury and possible death as a result of likely landslides triggered by persistent rains. A few hours earlier, the Prime Minister posted, "My roof is gone. I am at the complete mercy of the hurricane. House is flooding." And you can see, wow. It's hard to believe they already went through this 2 weeks ago and going through it again. Hurricane Maria battered Guadalupe and flooded a street. And you can clearly see the flooding. That's so terrible. Maria is now the strongest hurricane on record to make landfall in Dominica, a former French and British colony with an economy heavily dependent on tourism and agriculture. Like most islands, you know, they get a lot of people flying from all over the world coming to visit. Okay, as of 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, Maria was centered about 85 miles west of Guadalupe and 170 miles southeast of St. Croix. Okay, and it shows you a projection of the direction they believe Maria is going to go in. All right. A hurricane warning is in effect Tuesday for Guadalupe, Dominica, St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat, the U.S. and British Virgin Islands. All right. And we know Puerto Rico is next. A dangerous storm surge accompanied by large and destructive waves will raise water levels by as much as 7 to 11 feet above normal tide levels in the hurricane warning area near where the center of Maria moves across the Leeward Islands and the British Virgin Islands. The National Hurricane Center said. Guadalupe regional government tweeted a stern warning to residents Tuesday. Don't go out under any circumstances. Puerto Rico says Maria will be catastrophic. After crossing St. Croix, Maria will head towards the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico on Tuesday night and Wednesday as an extremely dangerous Category 4 or 5 hurricane, the National Hurricane Center said. So here's the warning right here. Maria, Category 5, devastating impact. So it's going to be what they're saying, uprooted trees, roofs are going to be torn off, roads impassable, power and communication outages. The flooding will be life-threatening. Storm surge also life-threatening, and dangerous tornadoes. Wow. That would make Maria the first Category 4 or 5 to make landfall in Puerto Rico in 85 years. Puerto Rico Governor Ricardo Rossello has declared a state of emergency. And the U.S. President Donald Trump issued an emergency declaration for Puerto Rico to aid with federal assistance. Puerto Rico sheltered many of the evacuees who fled from the Caribbean islands during Hurricane Irma earlier this month. Now those evacuees and native Puerto Ricans are bracing for devastation. And they still really are not sure 100% of the direction that it's going to come in when it hits the East Coast of the United States. People are just not sure. And of course, I don't blame them. They're ripping everything they can off of the shelves of the markets there on the islands. You can't blame these people, seriously. And it's just talking about how they're, all the waterfront properties that are there. So it's a shame. And this is the convention center in Puerto Rico, which they're getting ready for evacuations, taking people in. And what a shame. Like I said, heart goes out to these people on the islands. This got to be devastating blow, 2 weeks in a row getting hit with pretty horrific hurricanes. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Please leave your comment and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, please do. And if you can make a contribution to my hurricane fund, I would deeply appreciate it. Peace, family.